Hey, in this video, we'll talk about how does an auto login system works and what are the use of cookies in it. So, whenever you are logged in to facebook.com and you restart your browser, you are auto logged in into facebook.com, right? So how does that happen? Does your browser know that you were the user, or does facebook.com somehow remembers your IP address and auto logins you so that you don't have to enter the password again? Well, that isn't the case. Your browser actually store your data or some part of your data for authentication purpose whenever you restart the browser, and that data is stored in the form of cookies. As you have all known that every user has an corresponding user ID associated with him or her, right? So let's say if your browser stores your user ID in the backend or in the browser's cache memory, then whenever the browser restarts and the browser reads from its cache memory, it can directly get that this was the user that was using this ID last time. So if that authentication system works, then you will be logged in again into the system without entering your password again. So that's the basic concept of auto login system works. And this storage of data and this form of data that is stored in the form of cookies. Most of you have also heard that hackers are actually trying to get cookies from your browser. The reason is that the cookies actually store sensitive information to the user, and if somehow someone takes your cookies from your system and loads those cookies into another system, they will be again auto login into your accounts and all the other private social networks that you are using, right? So storing cookies is a good thing, but taking care of it is also very important thing that we have to consider. So let's start off with the video and see how can we make the use of cookies for our auto login system and how can we safeguard our complete cookie system. Let's dive into it. So here I have set up a basic application for the demonstration of how auto login system works and how can you implement it. So here's a simple login sign up page. So I already have an account, so I can click on the sign in button. My details are already been filled. So if I click on the sign in button, you can see that I am prompted into the dashboard, right? So if I do a hard refresh, let's say Control Shift and R, I am again into the dashboard. I am not redirected back to the login page. And if I manually change this URL by removing the slash dashboard and again click on this, as you can see I am again prompted to the dashboard without being prompted back to the login sign up page. Once I click the logout button, and now if I try to hit dashboard, I am prompted back to the login sign up page. Why is this happening and how is this happening? Now let's see with DevTools opened. So here I have opened the DevTools and we will be heading over to the application tab. In application tab, we have cookies in the storage. So cookies are the browser's local storage things, right? So here are cookies and this is the URL that you are currently using that the cookies will be stored for. So I click on the sign in button and I click on sign in. So as you can see, I have a cookie associated with me which says its name is UID and I have some value in this. Now if I do a hard refresh, till the point of time I have this value into my cookie, it is allowing me to be at dashboard, and once this cookie is removed, it won't allow me to stay back at dashboard. Now what happens when I click logout? I click on logout and as you can see that my cookie is removed or my cookie is deleted. Now as when I was trying to go to dashboard again, it didn't allow me because the cookie was not found and it reverted me back to the login sign up page. Now let's have a look at the code how you can use cookies for this purpose, and also I'll be providing the code in the description so you can take a look at that as well. So here I have used Vue.js, but the cookie code is in normal vanilla JavaScript. You can use it directly and the cookie code is generic, so you can directly copy that code and use it in any project that you want. So in my main.js files, I have two functions which I am exporting, which is get cookie and set cookie. So set cookie takes three parameters: a cookie name, a cookie value, and expiry date. Expiry date we will talk about later, where we will be talking about how we need to safeguard our cookies and how can we safeguard our cookies using expiry date, right? So let's see first we will take a look at set cookie function. Set cookie function doesn't do much if you don't have an expiry date, but as we need to safeguard our cookies as well, so here we have added an expiry date function. So that creates a new JavaScript object date and sets the date and time in it according to the expiry date function that is passed into it, right? So you can actually expire cookies, that is the cookies will automatically get destroyed once the expiration date or expiration number of days are reached. So that means that you can actually make a cookie alive for a particular amount of time and then you can automatically destroy it. So here that same thing is happening. We are using expiry date to convert, and we are converting that expiry number of days to number of milliseconds, and that we are passing into that date object that we initiated. And for every cookie that you initiate, you have to use document.cookie equals to cname, which was our cookie name, equals to cvalue this colon with expiry, and the path here specifies the URL path that the cookie will belongs to, right? So this is generic code. It will be available in the description, so you don't have to write it down. It will be available in the description below, so don't worry. And then we have a get cookie function. Now as the cookies are stored in document.cookie, whenever you try to actually use document.cookie again, you are given a complete list of cookies. That is, if there are 1000 of cookies for a particular page, you will given all 1000 of cookies. The document.cookie doesn't store the cookies in the form of objects, so you have to actually split the cookies again to get the desired cookie. So in get cookie, we are having a parameter called as cookie name, and we are getting all the cookies and we are splitting it, and then we are doing some search accordingly, and we are returning the cookie value if found, right? So this code will be there. You have to use these two generic codes for this. Now let me tell you an algorithm that I used for auto login systems, right? So in my home.view, just consider it as a JavaScript file if you don't know about Vue.js, right? So mounted is a function that is called whenever a page is called, right? So it is just like a window.onload function call of JavaScript. So here I am trying to get my UID cookie. I have passed UID, as you know that I use the cookie of UID to store my user's ID, right? So this is UID, that cookie is getting created whenever a user's log in. So I'm trying to get that cookie, and if that cookie is not null or that cookie is not empty, then I am redirecting my page to /dashboard. As you have seen that whenever I have this cookie, and if I click on this, even on this link, I am redirecting back to dashboard because there is cookie present into my cookie base. And whenever that cookie is destroyed, it doesn't get mounted with /dashboard, and I am redirected to my login sign up page. That's the main page that a user can use for login, and also I'm destroying the cookies if my logout function is getting called. So I hope that you get a basic idea of how cookies work and how you can safeguard your cookies, along with how can you create your own automatic login system using this. The codes for get cookie and set cookie will be in the description box below, so you can take a look at that and you can directly use those functions. Those are generic functions used by every developer, so you can use them directly. So I think that you got a glimpse of how cookies work and how the auto login systems work and how can you safeguard your cookies. And if you do end up liking this video, please do hit the like button, and if you want more awesome content from my channel, do hit the subscribe button. That really pushes me up. So until then, see you next time. Bye bye.